Two men, both 53, both work desk jobs. One gained 25 pounds over a period of 5 years, trying everything from keto to CrossFit. The other lost 18 pounds in 12 weeks, all while working over 60 hours a week. The difference wasn't genetics or supplements or some crazy diet. It was all about understanding what's really going on inside your body after 50. So if you think your metabolism is just tanked and it's just part of getting older, I'm about to show you why that's not true and what's really going on. I've helped dozens of men lose 15 to 20 pounds without having to cut out their favorite foods or spending hours in the gym. Today, I'm going to show you why the real advice about metabolism after 50 is actually keeping you stuck. My name is Todd, and I'm in my 50s as well. I know how stressful life can get, tight time schedules, and how frustrating it can be when your body just doesn't bounce back the way it used to. 10 years ago, I was so drained and I avoided active trips with my family, but last year I backpacked across Spain for 6 weeks with my daughter. The difference wasn't some magic pill or extreme diet. It was learning how to work with my body and not against it. My client Mike lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks and got his energy back. He could finally enjoy dinner with his family instead of crashing on the couch. Another client lost 18 pounds in 12 weeks while working over 60 hours a week. Something he couldn't do with any other program. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the usual advice about metabolism is completely off, what's actually going on with your body, and 3 simple changes that make weight loss doable without going to extremes. Here's what we'll cover. First, we'll bust some common metabolism myths. Second, I'll show you exactly what's going on as we get older. Finally, I'll walk you through the exact plan my clients use to drop weight without giving up their favorite foods or having to spend hours in the gym. So let's kick things off by clearing up a few myths. The first myth is your metabolism crashes after 40. We've all heard this, but recent studies have shown that your metabolism drops between 1% per decade between the ages of 20 and 60. That small change doesn't explain gaining 15 to 30 pounds. Myth number 2 is that you have to drastically cut calories in order to lose weight. This one is not only wrong, it's usually part of the problem. One of my clients came to me eating just 1,500 calories a day and still gaining weight. That's barely enough calories for a teenager, let alone for a grown man. Why? Because cutting calories slows down your metabolism. Your body just fights back by burning fewer calories to keep you going. Myth number 3 is you think you need to work out more because of aging. And I see this a lot. Guys think they need to work out 6 to 7 days a week, thinking more is better. But what's really happening is you're adding more stress to your body, you're not recovering properly, and you're actually storing more belly fat. My client Jim was working out every morning 6 days a week for an hour each time. He felt exhausted and he wasn't seeing results. So we cut his workouts back to 3 days a week, and that's where things started to change. So sometimes doing less and doing things right is going to make all the difference. So if your metabolism is an issue, what's really going on that's making it hard to lose weight after 50? So here are 3 big things what's going on. The first thing is muscle loss. So after 30, we naturally lose about 3 to 8% of muscle loss as we get older. That picks up speed after 50 if we don't do anything to stop it. And more muscle as we get older really matters, because more muscle means we burn more calories throughout the day, even at rest. Every pound of muscle burns about 6 to 10 calories a day just to exist. And if you lose 5 pounds of muscle, you're actually burning 30 to 50 calories less per day. And that's going to add up over a period of time, which leads to weight gain throughout the year. If you sit at a desk most of the day, this is going to happen even faster. Your body doesn't keep muscle if it doesn't think you need it. The second factor is moving less. As we get older, we tend to move less, especially outside the gym. This includes all the little things like walking, standing, fidgeting. This is called NEAT, and it stands for Non-Exercise Activity Thermogenesis. But really, this just means that you're not as active as you used to be. From what I see in my clients' data, most of them take about 3,500 steps less per day than they did when they were 30. That's about 175 fewer calories burned per day, roughly about 18 pounds a year. And when you add in worse sleep, and it throws off your hunger and fullness signals, it's no wonder why the weight starts creeping up. And the third factor is diet history. So if you've been on or off again dieting for years, your body gets really good at storing fat and it thinks it's in survival mode, so it just stores even more. So now let's get into how we fix all this. So here's the same plan I use with my clients to help them drop 15 to 20 pounds without extreme measures or cutting out calories or non-stop workouts. Number 1, prioritizing protein. Protein helps you keep muscle and keeps you fuller longer. It takes more energy to digest than carbs or fats. For men over 50, I suggest eating 1 pound per body weight of your goal weight. So if you want to weigh 180 pounds, aim for 180 grams of protein per day. When my client Steve started, he was only eating 60 grams of protein today. So we bumped it up to 150 grams of protein and spread it out through the day. After 8 weeks, he lost 15 pounds without slashing any calories. So the easiest way to start is to follow the 30 within 30 rule, eating 30 grams protein within 30 minutes of waking up. This is going to set the tone for the day. The second solution is smart resistance training, and you don't need to spend hours in the gym, but you do need to give your body a reason to keep muscle. So that means lifting weights just 3 days a week, focusing on things like compound movements. So think like bench presses, squats, overhead presses, rows, hinges, deadlifts. Each workout takes about 45 minutes to complete, and it gives you plenty of time to recover. This approach helps you lose fat while keeping the muscle that you have, even on a busy schedule. Solution number 3. Eat smart and move more. So instead of slashing calories, we build a small calorie deficit and add in simple movement. Nutrition-wise, we follow a simple 80-20 rule. 80% of your meals come from protein-focused meals. The other 20% allows for some flexibility, which allows you to have a beer on the weekends with your buddies or a dinner out with your spouse. For movement, 7,000 steps a day, with 3,000 of those coming after dinner. This helps with blood sugar, digestion, burns some calories, and puts less stress on your body. Now, I know you might be thinking, how am I going to fit this into my busy schedule? My clients had the same doubts. Long work days, family responsibilities, social stuff on the weekends. The key is to fit it into your life and not to flip your life upside down. Let me show you how it worked for Mike. Before, he was skipping breakfast, grabbing whatever for lunch, crash by mid-afternoon, overeat at dinner, and then just hit the couch. After, quick protein shake in the morning. He packed his lunch with enough protein, and then a short walk after lunch, a balanced dinner, and a walk afterwards. And as Mike put it, I'm not doing anything crazy, I'm just being more smart about how I eat, when I eat, and how I move. Once I put a system in place, it just became automatic. So your metabolism hasn't slowed down as much as you think, it's just your habits need an upgrade. So these 3 changes, prioritizing protein, strength training, and simple daily movement, have helped dozens of men lose 15 to 20 pounds without having to give up their favorite foods or spending hours in the gym. If you're in your 50s and you're feeling stuck and what used to work isn't working anymore, I've got a free guide that shows you exactly how to get started. Click the link in the description to grab my 7-day Peak 50 Kickstart guide. You'll get meal ideas, workouts, and the exact plan my clients use to break through plateaus. It's not too late to feel like yourself again. The issue was never your metabolism, it was just your approach. So let me show you a better way.